Hi viewers, myself Vinod Kumar. So I am expert in organic chemistry. So today I would like to discuss an important topic in organic chemistry, which is hydroboration in alkenes. Hydroboration oxidation. Simply we can write it as HBO. So coming to the reagents, it is borane in tetrahydrofuran THF, so followed by hydrogen peroxide in alkaline medium. So this reagent is useful for hydroboration and hydrogen peroxide is useful for oxidation. That's why we named this reaction as hydroboration oxidation. So now let us see the reaction related to the hydroboration oxidation. So let us consider an unsymmetrical alkene. So whenever this unsymmetrical alkene is treated with the above said reagent, so we are going to get RCH, H, CH2, OH. So during this method, what happens means it is indirect addition of water takes place. So coming to the H, hydrogen is added from borane, while OH group is added from hydrogen peroxide. So now coming to this reaction, actually during this reaction, there is no carbocation intermediate. Since there is no carbocation intermediate, so there will be no rearrangements. So then coming to the mechanism, so first step will be hydroboration. So whenever an unsymmetrical alkene is treated with borane, that is I would like to write it as BH2H. So due to the electronegativities, boron it is having electronegativity of 2 while hydrogen is having electronegativity of 2.1. So this will have partial positive charge, and so addition of borane will take place to an unsymmetrical alkene following Marconi rule. So now what do you mean by Marconi rule? So the positive part of the reagent is added to the carbon having more number of hydrogens. So that means so this bond will attack this boron, and so this hydrogen will be attracted by the carbon. So we are going to get an 4-membered cyclic transition state, and this is the bond to be broken, and a new bond is going to be formed between boron and carbon, and the bond which is present between the boron and hydrogen it is going to be broken, and a new bond is formed from the carbon as well as this hydrogen. So this is the intermediate of the reaction, which is 4-membered cyclic transition state. This hydroboration oxidation proceeds through a 4-membered cyclic transition state. So during this reaction there is no carbocation intermediate, so there is no rearrangements occurs. So here now we are going to get CH2, CH2, BH2. So this we will call it as alkyl borane. Now again in the presence of one more molecule of alkene, we will have CH2 double bond CH single bond R. So now again what will happen? Boron will attack this carbon. We are going to get R CH2 CH2 taken twice. We are going to get BH. So this is nothing but dialkyl borane. Again in the presence of one more mole of alkene, again this boron will attack the less crowded carbon. So we are going to get trialkyl borane. So trialkyl borane. So let it be 1, let it be 2, and let it be 3. So this is the first step. The first step is regioselective. The first step, that is hydroboration, is regioselective. That means the boron will preferably attach at the less crowded carbon. Then going to the second step will be oxidation. Whether we are going to take monoalkyl boron or dialkyl boron or trialkyl boron. Upon oxidation in the presence of H2O2, so in basic medium we are going to get primary alcohol or CH2OH. So this is the mechanism for hydroboration oxidation. The key point here it will be, so this is an indirect addition of water. So an important point to remember during this HVO method will be, so I can say the first point will be, so it is indirect addition of water. So during this, what will happen is addition of water will take place indirectly. So following anti-Markovnikov's rule. And the second important thing will be, the first step we'll call it as hydroboration. So this is the first step and this is the second step. So from the first step it is very clear that the boron as well as the hydrogen which is attaching to an unsymmetrical alkene will take place from the same side. So I can say that hydroboration is an syn addition reaction. So this is an important point. I would like to say hydroboration is a syn addition reaction. And I would like to say one more, hydroboration is a regioselective step. So first step will be hydroboration while the second step will be oxidation. So this is about the hydroboration oxidation of alkanes, and I would like to take some small trick. What will be the trick will be? So trick will be, so here during the hydroboration oxidation water will be added to an unsymmetrical alkane by following the anti-Markovnikov rule. So this is a very simple trick. So here in this hydroboration oxidation, so during hydroboration oxidation method, water is added to an unsymmetrical alkene following anti-Markovnikov rule. Anti-Markovnikov rule, this is the trick. So what is anti-Markovnikov rule means? So H plus is added to the carbon having less number of hydrogens. Actually, it is opposite to Markovnikov rule. Now, what do you mean by Markovnikov rule? So, generally, the rule states that the positive part of the reagent is added to the carbon having more number of hydrogens. Now, what is the anti-Markovnikov rule means? It is simply reverse of this, which means that so during this anti-Markovnikov rule, so positive part of the reagent is added to the carbon having less number of hydrogen. So this will be about the anti-Markovnikov rule. Now let us have few examples related to hydroboration oxidation of alkenes. So now going for the examples. So this is nothing but ethene. When we are going to treat ethene with the reagents, the first reagent it will be boron in THF, that is nothing but tetrahydrofuran. So followed by hydrogen peroxide in basic medium. So since it is a symmetrical alkene, now the addition of water will follow whether anti-Markovnikov rule or Markovnikov rule, will get the same product. The product will be ethyl alcohol, that is CH3CH2OH. So then if I would like to go for the next example, so when propene is an unsymmetrical alkene. So propene on reacting with the boron in THF followed by oxidation with the hydrogen peroxide in alkaline medium. So here the trick will be indirect addition of water will take place by following the anti-Marconi rule. So now we are going to get propyl alcohol and propyl alcohol. Similarly, so if I would like to take butene on hydroboration oxidation, so we are going to get 2-butanol. So if you look at this carbon is chiral carbon. So the total number of products formed during the hydroboration oxidation of butene, it will be 2 products, that is plus or minus mixture. Similarly, so when but1ene is treated with the boron in THF followed by oxidation with the hydrogen peroxide in alkaline medium, so we are going to get the butane on all. So similarly, we'll have some more examples. Let us try to finish this. So and one more last example I would like to discuss will be isobutene. So now coming to this, so here during this reaction there is no carbocation intermediate, so addition of water will take place by following the anti-Marconi rule. So where hydrogen will be added to the carbon having less number of hydrogens. That means hydrogen will be added to this carbon and OH will be added to this carbon. So we are going to get the product as this is the product. Now if we go for this, again this is an unsymmetrical alkene where this carbon will have 2 hydrogens, where this carbon will have only 1 hydrogen. Now again addition of water will take place by following the anti-Marconi rule. So where we are going to get the primary alcohol. Similarly, if you go for this, so this carbon is not having any hydrogens while this carbon is having hydrogens. So we are going to add the hydrogen having less number of hydrogens. So we are going to get the product as, so we'll have OH. Now coming to for this again, so we'll add indirect addition of water by following anti-Marconi rule. So here we are going to add the OH group. So similarly for this, so we'll have this is the product. So CH2OH. So hydrogen will be added to this and OH will be added to this is the product. Now if you are going for isobutylene, so the product will be CH3H, then we'll have CH2OH. So these are some of the examples related to the hydroboration oxidation of alkenes. So I hope you have enjoyed this session. So I will come up with a new topic by the next class. Thank you one and all.